Please repeat once again. Till now, we have seen in question 1, we tried putting some values and check whether the values are correct or not. Okay. Question 4, 7th part. Question 4, 7th part, Sarvagya. Okay. Question 4, 7th part. Let's see. Mukta saying question 4, 5th part. So 5th part and 7th part are coming in the notes. Let me see. Page number is 81. But I will let you know where it can be used. Question number 4. Question number 4, 5th part. 3/4 of t is 15. 3/4 of t is 15. Very simple. 3/4 of t. Yes. Good, Ashmit. Now we can write this as 3/4 of t is equal to 15. Or we can say it is 3t/4 equal to 15. Now, question is this much only. It is us who wants to solve it further. So what will we do? We will try to make it alone. We will try to isolate the t on left hand side. First, we will take this 4 to the right hand side. It becomes 15 into 4 because here it is in division, here it is comes in multiplication. Then we have this 3 multiplying with t, it will come here in Pakistan as division. So answer is 15 into 4/3, and I have told you before multiplying, if you can simplify, go for that. So 3 ones are 3, 3 5s are 15. Answer is t is equal to 20. I hope it is clear to you now. Those who are having doubts, I hope it is clear now. Sir, we have solved in every question. Very good. No, sir. So I think it is clear. Now let me take the part by Sarvagya, that is 7th part, I guess. Please repeat Mukshita saying. Okay, Mukshita, please see again. Question 4th, 9th part. Okay, 7th and 9th part, na? Yes, but it is lengthy. No issue. Now again repeating for Mokshita one last time. It was saying 3/4 of t is 15. It can be taken as 3/4 into t is equal to 15, or 3t/4 is equal to 15. This is the equation. Now we can solve this very easily. We can take this 4 in division to this side as multiplication. It becomes 15 into 4. We can take this 3 from here to this side. It will come in division like this. It becomes 3 5s are 15, 5 4s are 20. I hope it is clear now. Now let's take the 7th part. Sarvagya's doubt. 7th part is saying 1/4 of a number, 1/4 of a number x minus 4 is 4. Very simple. 1/4 of x, that is 1/4 of x. 1/4 of x minus 4 is equal to 4. This is the equation. Sarvagya, I hope till this part it is very easy. Till this part it is easy. Equation formation is simple. Now the thing is how to solve this. Yesterday I have told you we will have to take the things to right hand side. But for that you have to see what will go first. Which number will go first? I told you this 4 is very close to x. Suppose what do you say, x is a mother who has 2 sons. One son is this close, one son is little bit far away. if she wants to send someone to border or to to some work which is tough, she will try to send this one first, because this 4 is very close to mother. This 4 which is dividing with x is very close to the mother, so this mother will send this 4 first to the heart, away from her, because the bonding is less. The bonding between this son and this mother is less, so she will send him first to the right hand side. So we will get 1 upon 4x equal to 4 plus 4. I hope it is clear. The bonding between minus 4 and the first term is less, that is why it will go first to the right hand side. So we will get 1 by 4x equal to 8. Now finally mother will have to be alone. To make her alone, this son will have to go. Now the time has come for him to go. Here it is dividing, there it will multiply. So answer will be x equal to 8 into 4. Answer is 32. Is it clear? Are you able to understand why minus 4 went first? Okay, it is very easy. We will solve many questions like this and you will be able to understand that the bond is weaker, they will go first. When the bond is stronger, they will go later on. Daksh, you can see this again on my channel. Don't worry, because I will solve same questions again. Don't worry. Okay. No issue, beta Gauransh, if you done by other method. Again, I'm repeating. See, we have 1 upon 4x minus 4 is equal to 4. It can be written as x upon 4 minus 4 is equal to 4. We have to find value of x. To find value of x, we have to take away this 4 and this 4 to the right side. Now the question comes, which 4 will go first? So we have to take this 4 first. X upon 4 is equal to 4 plus 4. It will be 8, and finally x is equal to 8 into 4, x equal to 32. Don't worry if it is not clear to you. In this question, we have not to solve these questions. We have to solve the questions which are coming. Okay. Now, let's move to the next part. From my side, okay, I can take, but don't worry, questions will come. It will be clear. Don't worry. Now, question number 9 part. It was a doubt for someone. Let's see the 9th part also. If you add 3 to 1/3 of z, if you add 3 to 1/3 of z, you get 30. If you add 3 to 1 by 3 of z, you get 30. This is the equation. Again repeating, if you add 3 to 1 by 3 of z, you get 30. Equation we have found. Now we will understand how to solve it. Very easy. Same procedure I have told you. Here again, the bond with z is weaker for this 3. The bonding with z is weaker for this 3. So first he will go to the right hand side. So we will have z upon 3 is equal to 30 minus 3. Let us solve it. Z upon 3 is equal to 27. Now the time has come for this 3. It will be z is equal to 27 into 3, and the answer is, all of you, 81. I hope it's clear to all of you. Yes. So again, we have solved from our side. It was not asked in the question. Okay. So let's see the next part. Now tell me, any doubts in question number 5? Please tell me. Please tell. Sir, can we use another method? But I told you, you can use any method, no issue. Sir, the questions you solve in classwork, we don't have to write in register. Beta classwork ki to hai ye. You could do in your register only. Okay. So final purpose is that you learn. If you are learning and you are solving all the questions in your register, it is okay. Okay. Don't ask the same question again and again. So yesterday I was not able to join. So can you please tell me what was done? Miss Charvi, for your kind information, you know that always every day I am recording the lectures and I am putting on the YouTube channel. Why are you asking then? Haven't you seen it yesterday? You have done question number 8. Okay. Question 8 part of question 5. Okay. Now let's see question 5, 8 part. A doubt is there. Question 5, 8 part. Before that, let us take one more part so it will be easy for you to understand. Let me take first fourth part. All of you, please tell me what should be the statement for fourth part. It is saying m upon 5 equal to 3. What will you write the statement? Please tell. But I will take, don't worry, 8th part also. I will reach there also. Please tell me the statement for this. M upon 5 equal to 3. Tell me the statement. Very good, Bani. If we write M divided by 5 gives 3. It is correct. Or you can say 1/5 of M is 3. There are many ways to write this. Okay, don't be confused. English statement can be varying in other steps. Okay, no issue. Now let us take the next part. Let me take sixth part. All of you please tell sixth part. 3p plus 4 is equal to 25. Please tell me the statement for this one. Tell me the statement. Okay, Mokshita, it is correct, beta. Sir, when the schools will be opened? Beta Lavya, you know you will be notified as soon as it open, beta. Okay. Saish is saying 3 times p plus 4. Okay. 4 added to 3 times p gives 25. Okay, let's see. It can be written as 4 added to 3 times p gives 25, or you can write like this: 3 times p added to 4 gives 25. There can be many ways to write this English statement. Now let us take the doubt by Ryan, that is 8th part. 8th part is p upon 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. I request from you, if anyhow, Mokshita is saying the sum of 3 times p and 4 is 25. Is it correct? Yes, beta Mokshita. Don't worry. You are doing okay. Don't worry. Okay. Sir, I told in fourth question. In fourth question, 8th part. Then first, let us complete this 8th part. Then I will take your doubt also. Okay. So 8th part. This one is very easy. As per Nana is correct. Sarvagya, going good. We can write this as p divided by 2. P divided by 2 added with 2 gives 8, or 2 added in 1, what do you say, 1 upon half of p gives you 8. Like that you can add the statement. Okay, why you are playing again and again exiting, again coming? Yes beta, it is correct. Now doubt of Jan was in question 4th 8th part. Let me take that also. Question 4th 8th part. If you take away 6 from 6 times y, you get 60. All of you write the equation. Question 4, 8th part. If you take away 6 from 6 times y, you get 60. Write the equation, all of you. Very good. It is 6y minus 6 is equal to 60. And now, if you want to solve it, very easy. I have told you who is, what do you say, for whom it is easy to go to the right side first. For this -6, it is easy. When it go to that side, it becomes +6. So 6y is equal to 60 plus 6, it becomes 66, and finally answer is 11. 6 11s are 66. I hope it is clear. Now let's come to the last question of the exercise. Question number 6. Question number 6. I hope all of you have tried this already. Still, let me do this. Set up an equation in the following cases. It is very important. Those who were saying, sir, where do we use algebra in our real life? For them, it is a question. In these kind of equation, in these kind of statements, we will use algebra. We try to make an English statement into a mathematical statement to solve it easily. I hope the person who was asking why we study algebra or where it is used is getting it. Okay, Kushal is answering. Very good. Now, question number 6, first part. It is saying Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times Parmeet has. So there are two persons. I'm just making you understand. There are two persons, Ishan and second is Parmeet. So Ishan and Parmeet are there. Ishan is saying that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marble Parmeet has. So in this case, whose marble we will assume as X? All of you, whose marble we will assume as X or M? Please tell whose marble. Very good, Ekta, very good, Kavish. We have to understand. No, beta Ashmit, it is better if you go for Parmeet. The reason is, question is defining Irfan's marbles in terms of Parmeet marble. You have to see, question is defining Ishan's marble in terms of. So, in terms of Parmeet, it is better if I assume Parmeet's marble as X or M. Okay. Okay, question is saying take M as, hint is given in the question. I didn't understand. Rayan is saying. Okay, I am repeating. Please see. Calm down, all of you. All of you calm down. Question is saying Ishan has 7 more than 5 times what Parmeet has. Ishan has 7 more marbles than 5 times what Parmeet has. So Ishan के marbles को हम define कर रहे हैं in terms of Parmeet's marble. So can we assume Parmeet marble as M or X or Y or Z or W, whatever we want? So let's write. Okay, it is Irfan. Oh, sorry, it was Irfan, not Ishan. Okay, not a big issue, na? What is in the name? Who has said this thing? Who has said this thing? What is in the name? Irfan. All of you, please answer. Who has said this? What is in the name? No one knows. Okay. So let us assume. Let Parmeet has M number of marbles. Therefore, Irfan has how many? Because question is saying Irfan has 7 marbles more than 5 times Parmeet's marble. So 5 times Parmeet means 5M plus 7. I hope it is clear to you. We have found Parmeet marble as M. We have found Irfan marble as 5M plus 7. Till this point, is it okay to all of you? Yes, class? Is it okay till this point? I hope all of you are getting. Very good. Sarvagya saying no, sir. Oh, Sarvagya. Oh, okay. Those who have understood, they can solve further. For Sarvagya, again, I am telling. Sarvagya, question is saying, इरफान कह रहा है सर, इरफान कह रहा है कि इरफान, मैं अगर मैं इरफान हूं, आप परमीत हो, सो इरफान इज सेइंग आई हैव 7 मार्बल्स मोर, मेरे पास 7 मार्बल ज्यादा हैं देन 5 टाइम्स योर मार्बल्स। ठीक है, आपके पास अगर m मार्बल्स हैं तो मेरे पास कितने हुए, 5 इंटू m प्लस 7, दैट्स इट। सर्वज्ञा, अगर if you have m marbles, I will have 5 times your marbles plus 7, that's it. That is why I got these values. Now I will use the second statement for equation purpose. Second statement is saying Irfan has 37 marbles. We have found Irfan marbles in terms of m. Also, question is saying Irfan has 37 marbles. Can we say these two things are equal? Can we say these two things are equal? Because Irfan के marbles 37 दे रखे हैं in the question, and same Irfan के marbles we have in terms of variable also, so we can equate them. So we can say therefore 5m plus 7 is equal to 37. We have got the equation. Now we can solve it. To solve, we have to see which one will go to right side first. All of you please answer. Who will go first to the right side? Who will go to the first? Who will go first? 7 will go first. Very good. 7 is adding over here. It will go to that side. It becomes minus 7. That is 5m equal to 30. First thing. Now 5 will go 30 upon 5. Answer is 6. So Parmeet has 6 marbles. Finally, we can write Parmeet has 6 marbles and Irfan has 5 into 6 plus 7, that is 30. Sorry, which is already given. Why we are finding, wasting our time? Already given to us. So Sarvagya, how are you now? Are you able to understand this? Sarvagya. Okay, Rishi, you are correct, Bhutan. You are correct. Sarvagya. Yes. Okay. Now, all of you, please tell. Out of these 4 parts, we have done first part. Which part you want to do? First. Which part you want me to do? Third part, Kritika is saying. Oh my God, Yuvraj. All the parts. Last part. Last one. Okay. Before that, let us take third part also. Okay. Second you will try on your own. Okay. I am taking that second part. In the last part, I will give you a hint. You will do on your own. Okay. Last part, I will not solve. I will give you a hint. Sir, 0 part. Daksh Bharadwaj. Okay. Let's say second part. Sorry, third part. Third part is saying the teacher tells the class that highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks. So there are 2 kind of marks, lowest marks and there are highest marks. Teacher is trying to make a relation between these two. Teacher is saying that highest marks is twice the lowest marks plus 7. Now tell me which you will take as variable, highest or lowest? Which you will assume as variable? All of you, first. You will take, very good, Tushita, very good. You will take the lowest one as variable because teacher is defining the highest in terms of lowest. Teacher is defining the highest marks in terms of lowest marks. So we can assume let the lowest marks is equal to x. So we can say therefore highest marks is equal to, all of you, how much? She is saying highest marks is twice the lowest marks plus 7. All of you, tell me the answer. Highest marks is twice the lowest marks plus 7. All of you, very good, Lavya. But I add plus 7 also. So it is 2x plus 7. So we have got the two expressions. We have got the two expressions. To find the value of x, we want a equation. We have got the expressions, but we want a equation. For equation, we have given that highest mark is how much? 87. Given to us is highest marks is 87. So we have got the equation. We can equate these two and write like this. Therefore 2x plus 7 equal to 87. And all of you tell me the answer. What is the value of x? Fast. What is the value of x? Yes, but Windows 10 I'm using. Okay, let's see. 2x equal to 87 minus 7. So we have got 2x is equal to 80. X is equal to 80 upon 2. X equal to 40. So the lowest marks is 40. Very easy. Last question. I'm just giving you a hint. Fourth part, please see and do it on your own. In an isosceles triangle, a triangle having two equal sides is known as isosceles triangle. A triangle having two equal sides is a isosceles triangle. First thing, in the triangle, this is known as vertical angle. This is known as vertex angle. Sorry, vertex angle. These are the base angles. So you can say B and C are the base angles, and this is the vertex angles. Can you tell me what is the relation between base angles? All of you. If angle is isosceles, what is the relation between base angles? Very good, Manya. Little mistake is there, Manya, but still you are going okay. They are same. Very good. If sides are equal, then opposite angles are also equal. Hence, the base angles are equal. We all know interior angles, if you add, the sum is 180. So I think I have given you the hint. You have to use sum of all angles equal to 180, the equation, and you can solve it on your own. Okay. Try this today, and if not done, we will discuss it tomorrow. Okay. Now I guess you can switch off the videos.